Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about the fact that the talks between Brown-Forman and Pernod and with Sazerac have broken down. My name is Miss Becca Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Jeff Andrezi and Joe Ferreira.
Hey gang, what's up?
Hi everybody.
Hi everyone.
Hey, so yeah, kind of back to the drawing board for Brown-Forman. Now, where do they go from here? We don't know. But we'll talk about that situation after the break. For right now, though, Joe said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
If there was one thing that you were able to do really well, what would it be? That just
Okay.
out there for you.
All right.
I wish I could cook really well.
Okay.
I dabble, I experiment, had plenty of failures. Some things are good. I wish I could cook. That's a great hobby. And I love to eat. So
Okay.
that's
Maybe that'd be a curse.
They go well together.
Maybe it'd be a
Yeah,
curse.
but then you would have to cook all the time because you'd be so good at it.
Yeah,
I know
Jeff.
that's part of it.
That's part of it. Okay. I wish I could fix things and be handy around the house instead of having to pay people to do things. That would be nice. That would be a nice. I don't know that I would have the time for it, but if I knew I had the ability to do it, that would be cool. But in reality, not so much. So yeah, not a thing. So, but I met a new guy. I've got a guy now, so I'm getting a bunch of shit done at the house. So I got a guy.
Finding a person that's the best.
I'd say there's nothing better than finding the guy.
Right? Yeah.
When you have one, you're like, holy shit.
All the shit I can do.
Wait, you're telling me life could be this easy?
Yeah.
I just found a guy, and it was the weirdest way I found him.
Uh huh.
He, in a rainstorm, he knocked down my mailbox. And
He's like, I can fix it.
I got back home, and I'm saying it's broken. I'm calling the police to find out if somebody reported it. And then there's this guy standing outside my door with a cop car behind him saying, "Hi, I broke your mailbox." And they offered to fix it if I didn't want to pay somebody to do it. Well, he would have paid one way or the other. Well, I called the company to have it fixed. They wanted almost $2,000 to put a new mailbox. So I called him up, and I said, "Look, they want a lot of money. If you want to do it, that's great, but my wife's very fussy." So he put it in, and we jokingly said, "What other kind of thing?" He does everything. He has like a team of friends. They do electrical work. They do plumbing. They're bonded. So myself and 3 of my friends who have homes up here, we're all using him now.
Right.
And the big joke is every time he shows up at their house, he goes, "We're so glad you knocked down Joe's mailbox."
You gotta wonder, was he looking for work?
Pardon?
Was he looking for work, maybe?
Yeah.
No.
That's his marketing.
He might have done it.
He is the maintenance engineer for, he didn't want to say it at first, but for West Point.
Oh, okay.
So the guy's got credentials. It's not like he's
Right.
some guy off the street.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
And they're like, they need his, when he leaves, you never know he was there. It looks like better than when he came in. how he leaves the house.
Yeah.
So we got lucky with that.
I know.
That's our guy.
my guy, he's got a crew too, and they do not only anything inside the house, but they're also yard work and stuff. So so literally, spray power wash the house and the deck, which is great. We've had a problem with we need a retaining wall. That's going to be coming. I'm getting that getting ready to be put in. Where I got some issue with some where mud comes across on the sidewalk that I've got along the side of my house. So they're going to fix all that. It's amazing. So yeah. That's cool. Getting the guy. Yeah. Who else? Who else? Becca hasn't weighed in on that yet, has she?
Yeah, I mean,
what do you wish you could do?
I'm just trying to think like what I'm not good at, and there's just like nothing coming to mind.
Maybe getting up earlier.
I don't want to get up earlier.
I want you to get up earlier.
I'm so sick and tired of you fucking
I want you to get up earlier.
Thinking that you're better than us night owls.
I am.
You're not better than us.
I'm better than you.
You're not better than us.
I get up earlier.
Why do I not wake up earlier? Because I get the same amount of sleep every single night. I get exactly 7 hours of sleep every single night.
Oh, there's a problem right there. 7 hours? Ooh.
But it's just, it doesn't matter what time I go to bed. I always get 7. And so I go to bed late. And so I wake up 7 hours later.
No,
but I don't.
It's just laziness.
I'm not tired at night because I'm a night owl.
No.
Early birds are the most.
Oh, they're more productive. They're productive.
The most pretentious motherfuckers I've ever met.
We're working,
and you're just know how much work I've gotten done before 9 o'clock in the morning.
Night owl, you're not doing any work. You're just fucking around.
Care.
You're watching TV and yeah.
I think she meant prestigious, Steve.
Either one.
More prestigious.
So yes, yeah. So
there we go. There's mine. I wish I was better at reading the opening show notes.
That's why you're getting retired.
Sometimes my early bird co-host over here doesn't write them correctly.
That's true.
Which you would think that he has so much time waking up early that he could at least get them correct.
The last one you screwed up was correct, though. The last one was correct.
He could have them always right, but they're not. They're not.
It's true. It's true. So yes, Joe, you haven't weighed in yet. You asked the question.
I want to be able to play guitar.
I do too.
I turned 7. I'm turning 70 this year, and I had a guitar for about 20 years, hanging on the wall, and I finally decided it was time to learn. And it's like 5 months, and I'm slowly getting there.
But if I lived by you, I'd bring my guitar, come over, we'd hang out, we'd work on learning to play. But I don't live by you.
Yeah, at least you've started. That's
started.
Yeah. That's kind of, and I've been watching 1 or 2 guys on YouTube, and they're saying record yourself the first time you try to play a song, and then listen back to it every month and record a new version. So I finally started doing that, and I'm getting better. But it's I just want to turn into Jimmy Page or Eric Clapton in 3 days.
Who do you think is the greatest guitarist of all time?
Jeff Beck.
Love Jeff Beck. I saw him a couple times. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. He would command the performance.
Yep.
Literally, he controlled with the guitar the audience, which is cool. I think, and we'll also ask who is the best guitarist you got to of your lifetime, and it just kind of falls in the same thing because I would assume it'd be Jeff Beck either way. For me, the greatest guitarist of all time is Jimi Hendrix, and the greatest one that I got to see and follow from the beginning of his career all the way till his unfortunate passing was Eddie Van Halen. I think Eddie was awesome, and
he was groundbreaking for sure.
Yes,
and he had a long enough career that he kept doing it.
Yeah, and tragic in some ways. Also, he not a happy guy a lot of the time, believe it or not. For all the success and all that. And then there's an interview that I watch from time to time where it's just near the end of his life, and he's getting interviewed, and he's showing how he did all these things and stuff like that. And he's just in a good mood. He's having fun. And Eddie he always seemed very disturbed. He never was that happy. It was just fun.
Right,
I love that interview.
Man, yeah,
I love that interview because he just seems happy. I'm glad he had that happiness. Maybe just it was at the end, but I love that interview. So seeing him like that. Jeff, how about you, man? Who's the greatest guitarist of all time, and who's the one that you've watched and witnessed?
I've listened to enough that Jeff Beck was just phenomenal. I did get to see Eddie Van Halen. So, and there's a lot of other ones, but they don't command. They had popular songs, but like Slash, but he's not a technical maestro out there by any stretch. But the band made some great music that I still love to listen to. But so yeah, I just have to say Eddie Van Halen from who I got to see. I was very happy to finally get to see him play.
Yeah.
Another guy I really like is, as he's a blues player, Buddy Guy.
Sure.
He's like 92 now.
Right.
And he's
still out there.
touring.
Still out there, yeah.
I just saw him about 6 months ago, and you would never know he was 91 at the time.
Yeah, that's cool. How about you, Becca? Greatest guitarist and one you got to see and enjoy?
We're asking this too. This wasn't even the small talk.
No. But,
who's the great? I don't know who the greatest guitarist is. I always like listening to Prince play.
Oh, fuck, Prince is fucking awesome. Underrated. Yeah.
He could play. He'd do so much.
Yeah.
So much.
So I liked Prince.
Probably the greatest musician because he could do anything.
Yeah.
Prince, he could play all the instruments, write the stuff. Yeah.
Seen play? Oh, God. I've seen quite a few concerts. Most of the time, I'm like pretty drunk.
Right. Is it the Nickelback guy?
I have seen Nickelback. They're actually I hate Nickelback, but they are great. They're great musicians actually.
Okay.
So, I don't have any actual complaints about them. But I've seen Rage Against the Machine, and I've seen Nine Inch Nails.
Okay.
And I've seen I've seen a bunch of so many random concerts I've been to. ZZ Top.
Well, Billy Gibbons is great for sure.
Yep. So Willie Nelson.
Willie Nelson. I don't know about
Puddle
great,
of
but
Mud
fun.
and Deftones, and I don't know. There's a lot of random.
Chili Peppers. You see the Chili Peppers?
I've not seen the Chili
Because
Peppers.
John, I think, he's a pretty special guitarist.
Yeah. God, who else did I see? Jane said no. Who sings Jane Says? See that was.
Jane Says, I don't know.
Jane's Addiction? Who?
Jane's
The what?
Addiction. Yep, I saw them. I don't know. I've seen a lot of random concerts because I go with so many random friends who have different types of music that they like, and so I've been to so many country concerts and
Okay.
alternative rock concerts and heavy metal and all these random things. So I don't know who the best one is. Like I said, I'm usually pretty drunk, but Prince is probably my favorite one.
Prince.
So Steve, I often think that there are great musicians that have hit it huge commercially, and I think they're not the happiest people because they aren't really getting to express their true talent and calling, but they're just making so much money. So I went to see not too many years ago, and Kip Winger's been around. He's the guy with the chest hair and the long hair, and but that year, just a few weeks after I saw him, he was up for a Grammy for some type of classical production that he had done. This is a rock star from the 80s, but his passion was really other music, but he followed the commercial side, but he's still out doing shows at state fairs and stuff. There's some real talent there that most people don't ever get to see.
And we left out Carlos Santana.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
You know who was still rocking the last time I saw him, although they're old as fuck, was Styx.
Styx.
Oh, yeah.
Styx fucking killed it. That was one of the best concerts I've been to.
They're still full of energy at 75 years old,
that was in 2019, and
I have a hard time with them.
They fucking rocked. I thought I wasn't gonna any of it. I was like, I don't think I like any Styx. I literally was I don't like any Styx songs.
I have a hard time with that group because Dennis DeYoung was their leader. He was the voice of the band. He wrote the songs, most of the songs, not all, but most of them. And he's not in that group. And to me, it's not Styx. It's like the Rolling Stones without Mick Jagger.
Fucking rocked it. I'll say that much.
Okay.
One of my favorite concerts was Dennis DeYoung by himself, and most of the songs he did were from Styx. I mean, he did the whole show, but that voice is just undeniable. And
I just saw a fantastic concert last weekend. David Byrne from Talking Heads.
Oh, wow.
He's got an amazing show right now. If he comes to your town, go see it. It's incredible.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying he plays a lot of the Talking Head stuff too. If you're fans of that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I just saw he has an installation in Chicago, which is he did it with a neuroscientist, and it's basically you walk in and you get a new name, so you can interact in the show, and you're at his funeral, and it takes you through his mind palace, through all these like optical illusions. And it's like an hour and a half, and it blew by in felt like 20 minutes. Right. It was really good, yeah. This guy's got a really creative mind.
He's a fascinating guy.
Yeah.
He had some video from inside his house in Manhattan, and man, it's what you would expect it to be. It's like a circular shape, and it's got all glass looking all over the city. It's amazing.
I think that's the greatest concert film of all time. Is the Talking Heads Stop Making Sense. Yeah. If you've never seen that, rent it and watch it.
One thing I'll say about the music business that's so fascinating to me, because dollars made do not equate to musical greatness.
No.
I got into this fight the other day while playing cards because there was a group there saying Van Halen with Sammy Hagar exceeded anything that Van Halen with David Lee Roth did, and that is 1,000% incorrect. That is, if you write down and have anybody list the top 25 Van Halen songs, 23 of them are going to be with David Lee Roth, and I like to say the band was better with the musical backing with Michael Anthony in there, and that they were better. You just can't tell me. And they're like, well, they sold more records with Sammy. To me, that's if I have to let you say that's okay, then we got to say like Justin Bieber is one of our greatest American music, or greatest.
Oh, he is
greatest North American because he's Canadian. Artists ever, because he outsells things like the Van Halens of the world and stuff like that. And I just don't believe that. I don't believe that boy bands and the other shit that sells records are our greatest musicians. I don't think that sales equates to greatness. So. That's a weird thing about music.
I think the only reason why maybe they sold more was because all the Sammy Hagar fans were now buying the albums also.
Yeah, and to me, original Van Halen, and again, they kind of strayed from that by the 1984, which was probably their biggest record with David Lee Roth, but they had already strayed from who they were. They were this hard rock band up until that point, and I think that was their greatest music. When you hear songs like Unchained and all those, that to me, that's just pure rock and roll.
David Lee Roth is something else.
Yeah.
That guy is.
He invented what a modern frontman looks like. I'm telling you, so many of them just copied David Lee Roth, his mannerisms, his look, his attitude.
That squeak he threw in and all those songs. I mean, you just were waiting for it, and oh god, it just what a showman.
Yeah, and people want to point to the stuff he's doing today. Then everybody puts it on TikTok and making fun of him. And that whatever. That doesn't mean he wasn't great in 1978 to 1984. He was amazing, and he was the larger than life. And I'll tell you what. And I'm a huge Sammy Hagar fan. But that first Eat 'Em and Smile, that first solo record that David Lee Roth did, better than any solo record by Sammy.
That stupid song, Just a Gigolo.
Right. Yeah.
It's stuck in my head.
I know.
Like, that song is, I like watching the music video for it is so, like, what the fuck am I watching?
And that's a song from the 40s.
It's
so funny. It's awesome.
It's so great. That's a fantastic song.
If you ever see me doing karaoke, I'll be doing Ice Cream Man from Van Halen.
Yeah.
All right, we got to pop some corks here, Steve. We can't just talk about music all night, although I know you'd like to.
It's time. I have opinions for sure. David Lee Roth, Van Halen, way better. That's it for sure. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? We'll start with Jeff. Jeff, what do you got there?
Got some Yellowstone Recollection series.
No way.
It's a 8-year, 110 proof. There it is. Bought from the Holly Municipal Liquor Store.
Yeah. Not much there. Not much there.
Pretty quiet.
Jeff, I'll show you how to do it. I'll show you how to do it with a Recollection Series bottle. I've got the same thing, so let's see what we got here. Here we go. I'm going to teach Jeff how to pop a cork. Here we go.
Jeff's was better. Jeff's was better.
Lesson learned.
Yes.
I popped it like 3 times on the show, and
It was practicing before.
that didn't work out as I anticipated. But
No,
if it would have, the payoff level was great.
It would have been really good had it been good, but it was actually better that it sucked so bad.
Yeah. So I get it. It's good for Becca. To make
Good
fun.
show.
Fair enough. Even though I'm retiring. That's
Oh, God.
There he goes.
Here we go.
Joe,
There's no
how
little
about-
violin. I have a bottle of Russell's Reserve Private Barrel Select. It's single barrel, non-chilled, 110 proof.
Okay. That's our leader. It was sloppy though. That was a sloppy cork
That's
pop. Becca,
my
you
game.
can beat this. It was sloshy as can be. But, what do you got there?
I've got some of our Hidden Barn, the 7-year double oaked.
Okay. No, nothing there. Joe takes it, so congrats.
Joe.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, again, the topic you guys might have forgot we were talking about. Back to the drawing board for Brown-Forman. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
This is Catty Cool. You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're seeing if Brown-Forman can figure it out.
Yes, we are. What did you think about that first Van Halen album?
Oh my God.
The best. It's awesome.
Oh my God. We're talking about Brown-Forman tonight.
Okay. All right, I forgot.
This is exactly what happens when people retire. They just completely forget what their job is. They fucking, you gotta like keep them on the path. It's like, we're gonna fire you if you don't keep on doing the job that you are still
I'm never
here
going to be able
to
to
do.
finish out the series. I get fired in April or
we're
May.
gonna have to fucking fire you. Like, it's not, it's like,
Yeah, huh? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So,
fire you. Well, that's what.
yeah. So Brown-Forman had the tiger by the tail, right? They got two potential suitors. They've got Pernod Ricard, Deep Pockets. They've got Sazerac, a competitor of theirs, but an American company willing to, and they put an offer in. They put a public offer in, so we all got to see how much that was for, and ultimately the Pernod Ricard thing breaks down. Pernod says we're no longer interested. And then you think, well, okay, now Sazerac's gonna, make the move, or they'll take the Sazerac now. And then Sazerac was like, oh, no, I think we're gonna pull out for a while. We're gonna let things cool off a little bit here. So now Brown-Forman's back to the drawing board, and where do you think they go from here? I mean, that's not good, right?
I mean, who's gonna buy them?
Yeah, I think they should have taken that Sazerac deal. That's
they had those two. They had two
$15 billion
deals.
Yeah, exactly.
They had two massive deals, and they screwed them both up. And now I don't know that anyone's going to buy them.
Right.
What was the number you mentioned, Steve?
$15 billion.
Billion.
$15 billion.
$15 billion.
And I gotta think.
How much inventory do they have?
Oh,
Did they
lots.
say?
Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers, but it's a
But
lot.
not billions.
So exactly. Yeah, I mean, that is a chance to make some real money and get out of the business if that's what they wanted to do. And I gotta think now. Again, if you're Brown-Forman, you got to make the move when there's two interested, right? You don't want to be in the situation they're in now, because I assume now if they call Sazerac and be like, hey, we need to make that deal. We'll just do the $15 billion. And I would assume Sazerac would be like, no, it's that. Did we say $15 billion? We meant $10 billion or $12 billion or something. I assume numbers start to fall off when you don't have competition, right?
I would think so.
Is it one person who turned down the offer? Or
Well, I mean, Brown-Forman has a board, and they take input from the Brown family, so they have a unique relationship, because it's a publicly traded company, so they have to have a board of directors, but they also get input from the family members. Yeah, so I don't know the details of any of that.
I'm just wondering if whoever ever made that decision not to take the offer still working there.
Right. I mean, did the shareholders revolt at some point?
Yeah, you just cost them $15 billion.
Right. So I don't know where they go from here, because I mean, there's been plenty of time. It's not like somebody was on the wings and be like, man, I really want to have that company. I want it so bad, I may even overpay for it. They're not going to wait around while there's all the way up to two people in there and then it falls off. I think now you get the lowball offers. There may be somebody wakes up and be like, hey, we'll give you $7 billion for it. You get those type of offers. So it's bad.
Billionaires doing billionaire things.
Yeah. So we have no insight, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens, like everybody else. But it's an interesting situation. I hope that it does get revived with Sazerac. I just like the fact it's an American company, again, privately held, a family deal. I kind of am liking Sazerac more and more, because you think about it. To go through and make the decision to buy it, it goes through one person.
Right.
If Bill Goldring decides he wants to buy that, he can say what the offer is going to be. And I get it, he's got a team that probably comes in and they're like, what can we give, sir? And he's like, what do you think we should give? And they'll be like, $15 billion. He's like, okay, but it's just one guy. If Bill Goldring signs off on it, offer can be made. And that's just, to me, much better situation for a company that can grow. And I think this is why we're seeing Sazerac do such incredible things right now when some of the other big guys are struggling, because they have a different sort of structure. It's tough. Yeah. So and we'll see what happens, but I have no idea where it's going to go.
How long have they publicly been for sale, or how long have they been courting people?
At least a month now, maybe 6 weeks.
It's not been long.
Yeah, not a hugely long time, but
Okay.
Yeah, because it was kind of surprised when it popped up. It was like, wait, hold on.
right.
Okay.
I just think doing things by committee never works out well. You got too many people involved in it.
Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
yeah.
The Pernod one definitely would have been interesting, but I like it like staying American owned.
Right.
But yeah, if I was Sazerac, I'd be like, yeah, I'm not doing $15 billion.
I wouldn't either. I would take a step back.
How fun would it be though to be able to be like $15 billion?
Right.
Like,
Right?
Yeah. That was a cash offer, by the way. Cash offer. So it means they got to have the funds. It's not like they're going to, okay, we're going to go to the bank and I think we can secure loans for this amount. $15 billion. We'll send it over.
We'll write you a check.
Yeah, what in the James Bond villain stuff is going on? $15 billion.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Like, what in the world? The fact that it was even them debating that.
What if they've got money burning a hole in their pocket now, and they come up to Royce and be like, "Royce and Becca, what do you guys think about $14 billion for Neely Family Distillery?"
Perfect.
Royce may just die on the spot.
Yeah, perfect.
That's the only thing.
I just sign it with his cold dead hand.
Right.
Luckily, I signed the checks around here, so they wouldn't be able to decipher whether or not it was his signature or someone else's. So.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about that kind of money being offered for a business. It really is. I mean,
it is it's just and also the fact that I know that Four Roses does not have numerous but Brown-Forman has numerous brands where Four Roses does not. But the fact that Four Roses didn't even go for $1 billion,
I know, yeah,
was crazy. And then on top of that, and this is no hate or shade to these other companies, but the fact that Four Roses went for $750 million.
Yeah.
And then Wilderness Trail went for $600 million.
Right.
And Penelope went for $200 million?
Yeah.
None of those numbers make any sense to me.
No. Yeah.
They don't make any sense.
No.
The Four Roses one, is the least, the other two, I was like, oh, okay, so that's just what things are worth. But then Four Roses is $775 million. I would be a little bit upset if I bought Wilderness Trail for $600 million when I would have. And I was like, wait, so I could have just bought Four Roses
for a little more, yeah,
right,
$150 million.
Yeah. So
what?
Yeah.
I don't understand how things are. I don't know.
I don't get it either.
$15 billion.
It's crazy. I worked for a huge global company, offices in all 50 states, multiple offices, all 50 states, and then all over the globe too. And that company was worth $7 billion. It was a $7 billion company. I $15 billion. I mean, come on, man. I don't know. I'd have jumped at the offer, but that's just me.
How much is Uncle Nearest worth?
So they must have had a number in mind where it was going to be a yes. Whether that's 20, 22, something.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine ever owning something that is worth $15 billion.
Right. Well.
And then being I'm going to hold out for 20.
I think I can get 20. I think I can squeeze him for 20. So, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. It's always interesting in this business, particularly these days. So we'll just follow along like you guys are. When something happens, we'll do a show about it. So on that note, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Jeff, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo. Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
Okay, Joe.
I'm going to my bank. I'll be there trying to get a $15 billion loan.
Okay,
so I can buy
we'll see how that goes.
Other than that, I'm on Instagram at bourbon_aficionado.
Okay. You put your bourbon collection up as collateral. That's what you're putting up. So we'll see how it goes. All right, Miss Becca Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find at Steve Akeley across all social media. ABVnetwork.com is where we put our content. ABVBarrelShop.com. Check that out because that's where all the information about the Barrel Shop is. And last but not least, head over to Patreon.com/the ABV Network. Oh, that's Becca's line. Becca, anything else to say before we get out of here?
No.
Steve's phoning it in lately. He's retiring.
I'm going to run here.
You're already retired.
Retirement Steve is really something else.
Yeah. So there you go. We'll have a brand new one for you tomorrow. We'll try to do this again. See ya.
Bye.
So long, everybody.
Bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.